Now this manky old bit of 18mm ply here is left over from a roofing job that I recently completed. I'll put a photo of said roofing job up here for your viewing pleasure. Anyway, it was left over from a roofing job, and because it's 18mm ply, it is quite expensive. So I thought I'll save this bit of 18mm ply just in case I need a bit on the van. And it just so happens I do need quite a strong piece of ply. And this, so let's try this in place and you'll be able to see what I mean. If I can actually get it in place, I'll fit this, I've cut it really precise. It did take a little bit of wiggling, I'll tell you. Yes, that's it, it's in there. Now, it is independent of the bed itself. The bed does not support this because I want to try and, I think I mentioned it before in another video, make this bed so I can adjust the height. Once I've got my bike in here and I'm happy with the height, I want to try and lower this a little bit because we have got an 8mm deep mattress going in here, which means it's going to limit our headroom. So once I've got everything in here, I want to be able to lower the bed, but this will stay at this height because it's perfect. And it's going to come right up to here, the actual shelf. So we'll end up with a shelf going across there, like I say, and then some cubby holes for me to put all of my crap in. Up here, I can dump stuff, random stuff, hose pipes, extension leads, work clothes, you know, anything garage related that I want to, in a place where I can grab quickly, can go up there. Does that make sense? Be a little bit off. Whoa, whoa, you fell then. You fell out. That's a long way to go. Careful, Mel. Yeah, that looks better. Right. Don't need that for a minute. We don't need that for a minute, so we'll put that away. And what we do need is a sander. I'm going to sand all these edges off. I've already got off the lamb splinters from this. how this fits. Like that, like a glove. Screwdrivers and some screws. So this works. A little bit wobbly at the moment, but by the time I put the shelf on it and screw that down, because it's all squared, it should make it nice and simple. Get some screws out, hold your head out. So as you can see, from down here looking up, it's going to give us some privacy as well. So that's a double bonus. We'll be able to look out, but people down here, down low, looking up, won't be able to see in. So that's a bit of a bonus to this. That's the one great thing about the Vario, it is really high up. And even the side windows, if I bring you around the side here, you'll see what I mean. Because they're so high up, people, they can see the ceiling, but they can't see inside the van, which is really kind of nice, I think. Yeah. Even these windows, because they're so high up, to look inside the van, people will have to get on tiptoes. And I can't see people doing that. Right, let's carry on with the shelf. Okay, so I've trimmed the corners off. This is my second attempt. First attempt was almost right. I'm pretty confident it's going to fit this time without breaking the windows. Should slot into place like that. There you go. And a lip on there. And a lip on there. Maybe I'll put a bit in the centre there. Maybe some cubby holes. No, I'm just going to put one in the middle. It's coming together all right, isn't it? Hopefully I'll get it done in time to wash my van and take them photos for my insurance company. I wanted to avoid gluing any of this build because I'm not quite sure if it's going to function properly and I may have to adjust stuff. This one piece I'm going to have to glue because the piece of wood I need to strengthen this, well, basically I haven't got enough left, so I've had to get two pieces and join them together. And because there's a join, I figured, you know, it's only a supporting ridge, as it were. Anyway, I'm going to glue this on and I'll show you what I've done, why I need to glue it. Right, it shouldn't take 5 minutes to glue this, and then when I put it in place I'll show you exactly where it's going to go. I'm really pleased on what I figured out. Yeah, I think you're going to like this. So let's put some of my quick drying glue on here, and this stuff does dry extremely fast and it's super strong, like ridiculously strong, probably stronger than the actual wood. So let's get that piece on there as well, where they join together. Just give it an extra bit of bond and a bit of strength like that. Right, whilst that glue dries, I'm going to have a cup of tea. Right, well it's been about half an hour, so this glue should be plenty dry. I'll take these clamps off and I'll show you where this piece of board is going to go. I think you're going to like this. Well, I'll say that. I just hope it works really. Oh, it's getting windy. Well, I might have to trim some of that glue off first. It's a bit overspewed. Some of it's all spewed out. That's alright. I'll just trim it off with a Stanley knife. Right, because this is quite bendy, I haven't screwed it in place yet. And the reason I haven't screwed it in place is because I wasn't sure how I'm going to get this in place. Because it might, let's see, oh yeah, a bit wibbly wobbly. So that is going to screw down onto that, and it's also going to give me a lip at the back to stop stuff rolling off the shelf and going down back between the doors into the garage area. And that'll be alright, won't it? Right. What I've got to do now is screw it all together. I made this to go in the middle, but then I realised if I put that in the middle, I'm probably better off without it, because then I can put long stuff up here, like my spear gun when I go spear fishing, that can hang up here. My air rifle, I can hang that up there. There's a wasp buzzing around, my camera is gone. So, because I'm going to have weapons up here, I think it would be a good idea to have some kind of cover. Maybe I'll even make a big door. But for now, I just want to get this van done. We can mess around with all that sort of stuff later on. I just want to get it usable. I'm only going to be putting books and plates and stuff up here. Tell you what, that's alright that. I think I do need, yeah, maybe a screw in there just to hold it. Yeah, I'm going to put some extra screws in each end. But first, let me take you in and show you what it looks like. Oh yes! This is really good. I'm pleased how this has turned out. Have a look at that. There we go. There's my shelf. Absolutely brilliant. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to varnish all of this along here and everything on the outside as well, so it matches the back doors. Oh, right, I've got to be really careful now. Really careful. I do not want to get varnish on all the stuff under the bed. I didn't really think this through, did I? I'm sure we'll be fine. Oh yes, I'm just going to give it a real light coat so that it dries quick, and then once it's dry I'll give it a really good thick coat tomorrow. This is going to look awesome. Look at that, it just transforms it straight away, a little bit of varnish. And people have been asking me what varnish I use. I've been using Ronseal yacht varnish. It is meant as an exterior varnish. You're not supposed to use it inside because of the high VOCs, but because this is such a big space, and I've got plenty of windows, I figured it'd be okay. Speaking of which, let's open those windows now. Here we go. It's quite a nice breezy day as well, so the fumes from this should escape. I don't think it's a problem. Right, I'll see you in a mo. Should only take about half hour. Oh, look at that, I think I missed a bit there. That's better. Oh, and that end. How did I manage that? I thought I'd... It's because the sun's hitting it, I can actually see where I missed it. But never mind, there you go, we've got it, we've recovered. There we are, ta-ta, it's done. My cabinet at the end of my bed. And I've realised something as well, whilst varnishing this would actually make the perfect place to put my metal detectors. Not my rifle, not my spear gun. My metal detectors are going to go up there because I can actually hang the coils up there. I can put my sand scoop in there, my shovels, all my metal detecting paraphernalia. It'll be perfect up there. And also I can add some latches and stuff to lock it up, put some padlocks around the coils, make sure no little scandal tries stealing them. I may even put some sliding doors or something up here as well so they're out of sight. But I think we'll save that for another video. But I'll see you later. Ta-da!